All ships return for docking and prepare for hyperspace.
Situation report 8-2. From the data given to us by the Republican spy, we can assume the tyrannic raiders gathered samples of the beast from our initial battle site. The samples were transferred to this hidden research station. We can only hope that they have taken precautions to keep the beast material isolated. Otherwise, we will be facing a far deadlier enemy. Currently, our plan is to engage the outer sentries of the Guard Fleet while our strike team approaches from the other side of the system in the captured resources. Of course, if the beast has already subverted the base and Guard Fleet, we will have no choice but to flee.
Auto-launch set.
Move the transports into position on the far side of the sector. They must stay out of sensor range of the base until our diversionary attack is ready.
Ready to go. Ready. Changing now.
Worker here. Understood. Harvesting.
Escorts assigned.
Command. Affirmative.
Sphere.
Firing
Formation
on all
set.
targets.
Escorts assigned.
Going to high alert now.
All systems tracking and engaged.
High alert.
Roger, Command. Maneuver drive at full.
Research underway. Construction underway. Bridge.
Processor here.
Escorts assigned.
Just tell me where to go. Coordinates locked in. We'll engage anything I see.
Stand by Group 2. Stand by Group 4. Setting assigned Group 5. Adding ships to Group 5.
Just say the word. I'm on my way, Command. Standing by.
Receiving. Online. Underway.
Stand by Group 3.
Moving out.
Stand by Group 4.
High frigate moving out.
Stand by Group 3. Stand by Group 4.
Drones locked on.
Overloading emitters. Preparing for EMP burst.
Swarmers locked on.
Report of hostiles by Group 3.
Locked on.
Stand by Group 3.
Charging.
Drones en route.
Stand by Group 4.
Begin upgrade
Stand
now.
by Group 3. Stand by Group 1.
Worker ready.
Upgrade complete. Upgrade
Stand by
complete.
Group 3. Stand by Group 1. Stand by Group 4. Adding ships to Group 5.
Upgrade complete.
Stand by Group 1. There are no more available resources in explored area.
Recon, ready to go.
Research completed.
I'm on my way, Command.
Roger, Command. Moving out.
There are no more available resources in explored area. Bridge.
Aye. Processor here.
Stand by Group 1. Stand by Group 3.
Coordinates locked in.
Delta, formation set.
Underway.
Stand by Group 4.
Swarmers.
Stand by
locked on.
Group 3. Report
Overloading
hostiles by
emitters.
Group 3. Stand by Group 1.
Aye, turning and burning.
Stand by Group 3.
Preparing to unlink now. Releasing couplings. Now.
Stand by
Secondary
Group
engines
4.
online. Ready for unlink.
Stand by Group 3. Report of hostiles by Group 2.
Beginning link now.
Beginning construction.
Compositing underway.
Stand by Group 4. Stand by Group 3.
Ready. Roger, Command.
Command. This is Command.
Online. Receiving. Coordinates locked in.
Stand by Group 3.
Going into docking pattern.
Stand by Group 4. Command. Command ship is underway.
Worker ready. Yeah?
Ready to go.
Stand by Group 3. Stand by Group 4. Stand by Group 1. Stand by Group 3. Stand by Group 3. Stand by Group 4.
Roger, Command. Receiving.
Stand by Group 3. Stand by Group 3. Setting assigned Group 3.
Understood.
Delta, formation
I'm
set.
looking for a fight.
Ready to go. Online.
Stand by Group 3.
Clearing twin now. Secondary engines online.
Stand by Group 1.
Ready for unlink. Preparing.
There are no
for
more
unlink
available
now.
resources in explored area.
Online.
Stand by Group 3.
Pairing up.
Roger, Command.
Stand by Group 1. Stand by Group 3.
Target locked in. Roger, Command. Ready.
Stand by Group 3.
Receiving.
Stand by Group 1.
Locking on to your beacon.
Roger, Command. Preparing to dock.
Stand by Group 3. Stand by Group 3.
Roger, Command.
Stand by Group 3.
Receiving. Returning to hangar.
Stand by Group 3.
Underway, 2 coordinates now.
Delta. Formation set.
Ready to go.
Worker ready.
Receiving.
Stand by Group 3.
Ready to go. Underway to coordinates now. Roger, Command. Receiving. Underway to coordinates now. Online.
Stand by Group 3.
Going into docking pattern. Ready.
I am here, Command.
Stand by Group 3.
The transports are in position. Signaling pilots to take them in. Begin diversionary attack on the proximity sensors.
Bridge. Moving. Stand by Group 3.
Worker ready.
Stand by Group 3.
Underway,
Stand
2
by Group
coordinates
4.
now.
Setting new course.
Roger, Command. Can you speak up? Processor here.
Here.
Processor here.
Stand by Group 6.
Sentinel online.
Roger, Command. Can you speak up?
Escorts assigned. Stand by Group 3. Stand by Group 4.
Locked on.
Stand by Group 3. Report of hostiles by Group 3.
Going to high alert now.
Stand by Group 4.
Swarmers locked on.
Stand by Group 3. Stand by Group
Drones
4.
locked on.
Charging.
Stand by Group 3.
Swarmers locked on. Drones locked on. Swarmers
Stand by
locked
Group
on.
3. Stand by Group 4.
Drones locked on. Swarmers
Report of
locked
hostiles by
Preparing
Group
for
4.
EMP burst.
Report of hostiles by Group 3.
Drones locked on. Swarmers locked on.
Stand by Group 3. Stand by Group 4.
Drones locked on.
Report of hostiles by Group 4.
Swarmers locked on. Drones locked on. Swarmers locked on.
Stand by Group 3.
Roger, Command.
Stand by Group 4.
Drones locked on. Swarmers locked on. Drones locked on. Swarmers locked on.
Report of hostiles by Group 4.
Overloading emitters.
Drones locked on. Swarmers locked on.
There are no more available resources in explored area. Report of hostiles by Group 3. Stand by Group 3.
Charging.
Stand by Group 4.
Drones locked on.
Stand by Group 4.
Swarmers locked on. Drones locked on.
Stand by Group 3. Command ship has successfully relocated.
Swarmers locked on. Drones locked on. Swarmers locked on. Drones locked on.
Report of hostiles by Group 3.
Swarmers locked on. Drones locked on.
Report of hostiles by Group 4.
Swarmers locked on. Drones locked on. Swarmers locked on.
Command ship is under attack. This is command. Bridge.
Yeah? Repairs.
Stand by Group 4. Stand by Group 4. Report of hostiles by Group 5.
Nav
Stand by
coordinates
Group 3.
locked in.
Returning to hangar.
This is command. Report of hostiles by Group 1. Attack profile.
Ready to engage.
Stand by Group 3. Bridge. Stand by Group 4.
Drones locked on.
Stand by Group 3. Construction underway. Bridge.
Swarmers on course.
Stand by Group 3. Stand by Group 3.
Swarmers locked on.
Preparing for EMP burst.
Stand by Group 4. Command ship
Drones
is under
locked
attack.
on. Swarmers
Report of hostiles by Group 4.
drones locked on. Swarmers locked on.
Equatorial hell.
There are no more available resources in explored area.
Swarmers locked on. Drones locked on. Swarmers locked on. Drones locked on. Swarmers locked on. Drones locked on. Swarmers locked on.
Command ship is under attack.
Drones locked on. Swarmers locked on. Drones locked on.
Stand by Group 3. Stand by Group 4.
Swarmers locked on. Drones locked on. Swarmers locked on. Drones locked on. Swarmers locked on. Drones locked on. Swarmers
Stand by
locked
Group
on.
5. Stand by Group 3.
Drones locked on. Swarmers locked on.
Receiving. Understood. I've been looking for.
Stand by Group 3.
Charging.
Drones locked on. Swarmers
Report of
locked
hostiles
on.
by Group 3.
Drones locked on. Swarmers locked on.
Stand by Group 4.
Drones locked on.
Stand by Group 3.
Overloading emitters.
Stand by Group 4.
Swarmers locked on. Drones locked on.
Worker here. Leave this to the pros.
I copy, command. Processor
Stand by
moving out.
Group 4.
Swarmers locked on.
Report of hostiles by Group 3.
Drones locked on.
Stand by Group 3.
Going into docking pattern. Roger, command.
Stand by Group 3. Adding ships to Group 3.
Going to high alert.
Formation
now.
set.
Returning to
Stand by
hangar.
Group 4.
Processor here.
Swarmers locked on.
I copy, command.
Command. Lock in main batteries. Stand by Group 4.
Worker ready. Worker here. Assisting.
Stand by Group 4.
Drones locked on.
Stand by Group 3. Stand by Group 4. Stand by Group 6.
Processor here.
Report of hostiles by Group
Roger.
4.
Moving shop.
Stand by Group 4.
Swarmers locked on.
Stand by Group 6. Build more support modules.
Swarmers on the way.
Bridge.
Command ship is under
Be
attack.
advised, fleet. Command stand by Group 4. Stand by Group 3.
Roger, Command. Can you speak up?
Stand by Group 6. Build more support modules. Report of hostiles by Group 4.
Setting new course.
Stand by Group 3. Stand by Group 3.
Yeah? Repairs.
Report of
underway.
hostiles by Group 3.
Preparing for EMP burst.
Drones locked on.
I copy, Command.
Stand by Group 3. Stand by Group 4.
Swarmers locked on.
Worker ready.
Report of hostiles by
Lead us to
Group
the
4.
pros.
Processor here.
Stand by Group 4.
Worker ready. Assisting.
High frigate. Aye. High frigate
Stand by
moving
Group
out.
3. Stand by Group 4.
Drones locked on.
Report of hostiles by Group 3.
Command ship is under attack.
Beginning construction. Command.
All systems tracking and
Stand by
engaged.
Group 4. Open up our attack profile.
Swarmers locked on.
Report of hostiles by Group 3. Stand by Group 4.
Drones locked
Command
on.
ship is under attack. Roger, Command. Can you speak up?
Report of hostiles by Group 4.
Getting underway.
Stand by Group 3.
Going into docking
Stand by
pattern.
Group 4.
Swarmers locked on.
Stand by Group 4. Bridge. Stand by Group 4.
Ready. Roger, Command. Understood. I've been looking for a fight.
This is Command. Lock in main batteries.
Receiving.
Stand by Group 3. Adding ships to
Going
Group
to
3.
high alert now.
Delta.
Drones
Formation
locked
set.
on.
Stand by Group 4. Report of
Swarmers
hostiles by
locked
Group
on.
2.
Drones locked on.
Processor
Report
here.
of hostiles by Group 4.
Overloading emitters.
The Imperials locked are on. vectoring more ships Drones into the battle. locked on. It's now or never. Swarmers locked on.
Processor here.
Stand by Group
Drones
4.
locked on. Swarmers locked on. Drones locked on. Swarmers locked on. Drones locked on. Swarmers locked on. Drones locked on.
Report of hostiles by Group 3. Adding ships to Group
Understood.
3.
I've been
Stand
looking
by
for a
Group
fight.
4.
Swarmers locked on. Drones locked on. Swarmers locked on.
Worker ready.
Stand by Group 4.
Roger, Command. Can you speak
Stand
up?
by Group 4.
Drones locked on. Swarmers locked on.
Report of hostiles by Group 3.
Drones
Stand by
locked on.
Group 4. Report of hostiles by Group 4.
Preparing for EMP burst.
Stand by Group 3. Adding ships to
Going to
Group
high
3.
alert now.
Stand by Group 4.
Swarmers locked on. Drones locked on. Swarmers locked on. Drones locked on. Swarmers locked on. Drones locked on.
Stand by Group 4.
Swarmers locked on.
Stand by Group 3. Adding ships to Group 3.
Charging.
Stand by Group 4. Report of hostiles by Group 4.
Yeah? Repairs underway.
Stand by Group 4.
High frigate ready for orders. Command. Acknowledging move orders.
Stand by
moving
Group
out.
4.
Worker here.
Stand
Repairs
by Group
underway.
4. Stand by Group 3.
Roger, Command.
Stand by Group 4.
High
Report of
frigate
hostiles by
online.
Group 3.
Overloading emitters.
Stand by Group 6.
Leave this
Stand
to
by
the
Group
pros.
4.
Drone.
Stand by Group
locked
3.
on.
Stand by Group 4.
Swarmers locked on. Drone locked on.
Ready. Roger, Command. Understood. I've been looking for a fight. Receiving.
Report of hostiles by Group 3. Delta. Formation set.
Swarmers locked on. Drone
Stand by
locked
Group
on.
3. Report of hostiles by Group 4. Stand by Group 3.
Swarmers locked on.
Charging.
Stand by Group 6.
Assisting.
Stand by Group 3. Stand by Group 4.
High frigate online. Nav coordinates.
Report of hostiles by Group 2.
Ready.
Stand by Group 2.
Aggressive. Aye.
Stand by Group 4.
Drone locked on.
Stand by Group 3.
Beginning construction
Need
of
repairs,
High
command.
frigate. Worker is reporting damage. Worker destroyed.
Construction underway.
Swarmers
Stand
locked
by
on.
Group 6.
High frigate.
Command ship is under attack.
Drones approaching
Report of
target.
hostiles by
Need
Group 2.
repairs, Command.
Stand by Group 4. Report of
Drone
hostiles by
locked
Group
on.
4.
Worker damaged. Swarmers locked
Stand
on.
by Group 6.
Worker ready. Assisting. Good timing. Rattle
Stand by Group 4.
Drones locked on. Swarmers locked on. Drones locked on.
Roger, Command. Going to
Stand by
high
Group
alert
4.
now.
Worker destroyed. Swarmers locked on.
Command.
Worker ready.
Roger, Command. Understood. I've been looking
Report
for
of hostiles by Group 4.
Drones
Capital ship
locked
has
on.
cleared.
Red.
Roger, command.
Stand by Group 4. Adding ships to Group 4.
Swarmers locked on. Going to high alert now.
Yeah.
Command ship is under attack.
I copy,
Stand by
Command.
Group 4.
Drones locked on. Swarmers locked on.
Receiving. Going to high alert now.
High frigate ready for orders. Command.
Ready.
Stand by Group 4.
Drones locked on.
Command ship is
Worker
under
here.
attack.
Leave this to the pros.
Stand by Group 4.
Roger, Command. Roger, Command. Ready.
Stand by Group
Swarmers
4.
locked on.
Roger, Command. Understood. I've been looking
Stand by
for a
Group
fight.
4.
Preparing for EMP burst.
Processor here.
Stand by
Roger.
Group 4.
Moving shop.
Drones locked on.
This is Patrol Vessel Vigilance to incoming resource collectors. Transmit today's recognition codes and state your business.
Yes, sir. Transmitting now. Resources Charlie, Tango, and X-ray bring construction material down to the surface.
Confirmed. On your way.
Continue diversionary attack. We must pull as many enemy ships out of position as we can. Swarmers
Stand by
locked
Group
on.
4. Report of
Receiving.
hostiles by Group 2.
Receiving. Going to high alert now.
Stand by Group 6.
Target acquired. Salvaging.
Stand by Group 4.
Drones locked on.
Worker ready.
Command ship is under attack. Stand by Group 6. Adding ships to Group 6.
Salvaging.
Stand by Group 4.
Swarmers locked on.
Stand by Group 6. Stand by Group 4.
Drones locked on.
Beginning construction. Stand by Group 4.
Systems red.
Stand by Group 4.
Swarmers locked on.
Stand by Group 6.
Need repairs
Worker
already.
is reporting damage.
Enemy
Repairs
vessel
underway.
now under fleet control. Stand by Group 4.
Roger, Command.
Setting aside Group 3.
I've been looking for a fight.
Stand by Group 4.
Leave this to the pros.
Ready to go.
Setting assigned Group 5.
Going to high alert now.
Roger, Command. Returning to hangar.
Stand by Group 3.
Worker here. Repairs underway.
Stand by Group 4.
This better be fast.
Processor here.
Stand by Group 2.
Yeah? Assisting.
Construction underway.
Receiving. Moving out.
Stand by Group 4.
High frigate online.
Ready.
Stand by Group 3. Adding ships to Group
Going to
3.
high alert now.
Stand by Group 4.
Leave this to the pros.
Roger,
Stand by
Command.
Group 6.
Can you speak
Stand
up?
by Group 5.
Heading in.
Stand by Group 6.
Assisting.
Drones locked on. Swarmers locked on.
Stand by Group 6.
Drones locked on.
Stand by Group 3.
Understood. I've been looking for
Stand by Group 4. Report of
Need
hostiles by
repair.
Group 3.
Need
Swarmers
repairs.
locked on. Worker damaged. Locked on.
Stand by Group 6. Report of hostiles by Group 4.
Swarmers locked on. Drones locked on. Swarmers locked on. Drones locked on. Swarmers locked on.
Stand by Group 6.
Get back in.
Stand by Group 4.
Drones locked on. Swarmers locked on. Drones locked on.
Report
Swarmers
of hostiles
locked
by
on.
Group 2. Stand by Group 5.
Target acquired.
Stand by Group 4. Stand by Group 3. Stand by Group 4. Report of hostiles by Group 5.
Worker here. Good time.
Stand by Group
Rattle
4.
them.
Swarmers locked on. Drones
Stand by
locked
Group
on.
4. Stand by Group 6. Stand by Group
Roger,
3.
Command. Going to high alert
Stand by
now.
Group 4.
Swarmers locked on.
Report of hostiles by
Drones
Group 5.
locked on. Swarmers locked on. Drones
Report of hostiles by
locked on.
Group 4.
Online. Affirmative.
Escorts assigned. Stand by Group 4. Stand by Group 4. Bridge. Command ship is underway.
Roger, Command.
Escorts assigned.
Worker ready. Repairs underway.
Stand by Group 4. Escorts assigned.
copy, Command.
Escorts assigned.
Roger, Command.
Yeah?
Receiving.
Setting assigned Group 3. Beginning construction. Construction underway. Stand by Group 4.
Ready to go.
Escorts assigned.
I am here, Command.
Stand by Group 4.
Roger. Command. Returning to hangar module.
Affirmative. Firing on all targets. Aggressive.
Sphere. Formation set. Escorts assigned.
This is Strike Team Alpha. We have destroyed the lab and recovered the important data. Repeat, we have recovered important data. Our cover is blown. Enemy ships in pursuit and more on intercept course. Please help. Repeat, we're under fire and will be unable to make the rendezvous without help.
Swarmers. The Imperial fleet is moving to intercept the transports. We must protect them. Hyperspace the moment we get those transports aboard. Swarmers on course.
Stand by Group 4. Bridge. Moving core fleet. Stand by Group 4.
Drones locked on.
Stand by Group 5.
Ready.
Setting aside Group 3.
I've been looking for a fight.
Processor
Report of
here.
hostiles by Group
Worker
4.
ready.
Stand by
Weakness
Group
rose.
4.
5 frigate ready for orders. Command.
Stand by Group 6.
Repairs underway.
Stand by Group 4. Stand by Group 4. Stand by Group 3. Stand by Group 4.
5 frigate.
Stand by Group 5.
Weapons charged.
Stand
Overloading
by Group
emitters.
4. Report of hostiles by Group 3.
Sentinel online. Firing on all targets.
Stand by Group 4.
Drones locked on.
Stand by Group 3. Report of
Preparing
hostiles
for
by
EMP
Group
burst.
4.
Worker ready. Assisting.
Processor here.
Stand by Group 4.
Swarmers locked on.
This is Command. Holding position. Stand by Group 4.
Drones locked on.
Holding
Report of
position.
hostiles by Group 3.
Swarmers
Stand by
locked
Group
on.
3. Stand by Group 4.
Drones
Stand by Group
locked
3.
on.
Escorts assigned.
Swarmers locked on.
Online.
Escorts assigned. Stand by Group 4.
Drones locked on. Swarmers locked on. Drones locked on. Swarmers locked on. Drones locked on. Commandeered ship has been decommissioned. Retiring the resource collectors now. Commandeered ship has been retired.
The transports are in. Downloading and decoding captured intelligence and technology files from the research base.
Roger, Command.
Shunting full power to hyperspace engines now.
on.
Get us out of here. Stand by Group 3. Escorts assigned.
Drones locked on. Swarmers locked on. Drones locked on.
Stand by Group 5. Escorts assigned. Report of hostiles by Group
Ready.
4. Escorts assigned.
Affirmative.
Escorts assigned.
Swarmers locked on. Drones locked on. Swarmers locked on.